Namaste. This is Puneet. Welcome to day 3 of our meditation and breathing series. Freedom. Freedom from thoughts, freedom from fears. Let's get started with our legs crossed, sitting comfortably on the mat on the floor. Let's close our eyes. Let's bring our hands to rest on our thighs and start to draw these hands in, closer to the thighs, closer to the waist. As you draw your hands in, start to feel that spread in the shoulders, that spread in your collarbones, that widening of the upper chest, the lifting up of the heart space towards the sky. Start to take your attention from the outside to the inside, to the breath, to the sensations of the body, and to this moment. Setting an intention for our practice today, let the intention be Mukti. Mukti in Sanskrit means freedom. Freedom from all thoughts and all thoughts that create fear. The early Yoga Sutras, which is the yoga philosophy, talk about yoga being the freeing up of the mind from all thoughts, all distractions. And the early Yoga Sutras also say that once we start to free up the mind, the chitta, from all thought forms, we start to return back to our true self, our pure self. We have gone back to our original state. And that's when we start feeling that connection with ourselves, our pure selves. So letting that intention guide us through our practice today, the intention of freeing ourselves up from the thoughts and any thoughts of fear. Mukti, and then taking our attention to our breath and how the breath travels through the body right now. Now, taking our attention to the body and observing of how the body feels today. Starting from the top of the head, just observing and noticing how the body is today. Starting from the top of the head, going down to the forehead, the face, noticing, is there any heaviness, any tightness, softness? Just notice. Take your attention to the neck, to the throat, down to your shoulders, the upper body, down to the lower body, your hips, your legs, your arms, your hands. A sense of observation. And now, start to make changes in the body. Feel your tailbone become heavy. Let it go free. Let it sink deep into your mat. Your sitting bones move deeper down into your mat. And your hips open even as they anchor you. Your thighs release even as they keep you stable. Your entire lower body, as it lets go, freeing itself up from any tightness that it's holding, it's also becoming more stable and sturdy and solid. Experience the sense of stability as you free up all the tightness. Now starting to lift that upper body. You're rising up away from that settled, heavy lower body. You're lifting up your trunk, lifting it evenly And you start to elongate. The torso is lengthening in the front body, in the back body, in the side body. And the heart space is reaching up towards the sky. That lift in the upper chest as you soften and release your shoulders down, feeling that mukti, that freedom in the neck, feeling tall from the top of your head. Now, taking your shoulders slightly back, drawing them in line with the side body, and creating that stretch, that freedom that expands in the upper chest. Scanning, observing the face, softness in the eyes, softness in the jaw, softness in the throat. Let the chin dip in slightly towards the heart. Softening and the release of your lower ribs towards the back, towards your spine. So the torso has become the connector for a soft, released, free lower body and an alert, rising upper body, which is the brain, which is the face. And start to bring ease into all this effort. Setting yourself free from anything else to do. Start to follow the breath. Again, it's just an observation as you follow the breath. The mind is on the breath. The mind is where the breath is traveling in the body right now. The mind is free from creating any thought forms. Taking a deep breath now, making it long and deep through the nose, taking the breath all the way to the top, and then opening your mouth, letting it out an exhale. Emptying the breath out. Long, deep inhalation coming from the base of your abdomen, traveling up your frontal spine, through the nostrils, filling up, elongating, expanding. Open the mouth, exhale. Let everything out. Now keeping the mouth closed, inhaling and exhaling through the nose now throughout the practice, if that feels comfortable. As you inhale, take your attention to that heavy lower body and draw the inhalation from the pelvic floor. As you draw the breath up, feel it travel up your torso. Feel it start to expand the abdomen. Go up all the way in the chest, expanding the lungs. Feel your shoulders start to spread and let your breath go to the top, whatever your top is today. When you exhale, feel the softening and release of your shoulders, the softening and release, the freedom of the abdomen in the lower back, in your hips. Long deep inhalation from your pubis now, lengthening up, let the breath travel up to your navel. Draw it higher, feel it travel up to your breastbone. Let the breath travel up to the hollow of the throat, the center of your collarbones. Let the breath go up higher. And when you exhale, free everything up, softening, releasing. Feel the freedom as the body descends towards the earth. Inhaling. Now your breath is traveling from the base of your abdomen, up your frontal spine, up your back, through the side body. So the entire body is filling up, widening, opening. Feel the ribcage start to spread. Feel the breath travel to the tips of your shoulders. Feel the breath travel through your throat to the top. When you exhale, feel that breath starting to release down the back, a release in your shoulders, a sense of freedom. As you let go, you soften. The hips release. Deep, long breath, continuing to take it from the pelvic floor. As your breath moves up, past your lower abdomen, past the navel, into the upper abdomen, feel your diaphragm release down into the abdomen. And it's making space for the lungs to expand and to fill up with this oxygen-rich breath, taking it up to the top. When you exhale, your shoulders soften. And as the abdomen starts to soften, your diaphragm opens up like an umbrella, pressing your lungs so that carbon dioxide filled exhalation is completely squeezed out of you. It's released out of you. It's freeing up the body. Let go. Next inhalation to a count of 3. Stay with the counting as you inhale and exhale to 3. Your next inhalation, you're counting to 4, making it a little deeper, filling up the body a little more than before, and exhaling to 4. Now deepen your breath. Take your inhalation up to 5. It's longer, deeper, fuller than your last breath. And exhale to 5. Empty the breath out completely. Choose 3 or 4 or 5. To inhale and exhale, just a couple of breaths. You're staying with the breath, you're staying with the counting. So the chitta, the mind, will be free of all thoughts, staying only with the counting. And when the chitta starts creating thoughts, you come back to counting, to the breath, to the shwas, creating a freedom from all thoughts. Mukti. Couple of breaths on your own to your counting. Gently opening your eyes, bringing the hands together to the heart, and recreating that intention that you created at the beginning of your practice, which is Mukti, freedom, freedom for everything that holds you back, freedom from thoughts that hold you back. Namaste.